boopy, ba ba boopy, ba ba boopy, ba.
Good day, everybody. Welcome back to the Dirty Pat Walsh channel here on YouTube. Coming live from my porch. So, if you watched my video yesterday, you'll see that I got some harmonicas at a yard sale across the street. And one of the harmonicas I picked up was this Swan 1664 16-hole chromatic harmonica with the low octave. See, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it starts all again. 1, 2, 3, like a 12, like a normal 12-hole harmonica from there up. Now, I have a pretty extensive collection of chromatic harmonicas, and I used to have a 16-hole one, Hohner 364, but I took it apart to fix it, and I ended up breaking it more. So I'm glad to have one. I still have it, and it's still playable, but it rattles a lot, and the slide doesn't work. It's not good. I used to play one of these with the Silver Hearts. Every night we played, I'd always play like. Like stuff like that, right? Just first position, kind of, mostly playing on the low octave, We have a song called Blue Van, where my 16-hole chromatic is prominently featured in the video. We have an official video for it and stuff. So the difference is, one thing I've found is this harmonica is a lot lighter than the Hohner. I think that's due to the fact that this is, by all intents and purposes, a cheap Chinese harmonica. The materials are thinner usually. The reed plates look good and solid, good heavy reed plates. Now, there are no wind saver valves in this harmonica, which I think is kind of cool because it makes it easier. It's really hard to bend on chromatics, but when you don't have wind savers, let's see. That's kind of cool because you can't really bend on a one with wind savers. But my big complaint is the 8-hole on this. It's kind of jimmied, so I'm gonna have to, maybe put a picker in there and see if something's jamming in the reed or something. Now, I usually just play, when I play these on my own, I just play what I've heard referred to as Little Walter style, where you play in third position D. I'm not good with scales and stuff, telling you what scales are, but the starting note is the one draw note. That's a D. And you can play third position, like in the minor key on these. So, but yeah, it's simple. You don't need the slide or nothing. These are good for tongue blocking. Like when it comes comes to lip pursing and tongue blocking, I usually add a bit of both to my playing. But with this, tongue blocking is really the way to go, unless you're, it's usually 90% of the time I'm tongue blocking on this. I have one song that I wrote that appears on my album Corey Darling Corey called My Resting Place, where I play one of these. When I lay my body down, I'm gonna find my resting place. When I lay my body down, I'm gonna find my final resting place. And something like that. I can't really remember the words, but anyhow, I'm super stoked. So yeah, my big complaints with this is the eight hole is kind of wonky. It's not very loud. That's the thing about wind sabers, is they add a lot of volume and pop to your notes, but being able to bend the notes is kind of cool too. So I have no complaints. One of my favorite chromatics that I have is an East Top Forerunner. It's the first East Top harmonica I got, and it's a 12-hole chromatic called the Forerunner. And the reason I bought it was because it didn't have wind saber valves, so I could, try to bend on it and stuff. So that's one of my favorite chromatics to play. So this is just great. It's just a cheap Swan harmonica, but it works. That's really all I'm interested in. I'm not a, like I've said, I'm not a collector of boutique gear, or I don't want harmonicas that are too precious to play. I have a couple that I try not to play. I don't play because they are special to me, and one of them I know just doesn't work very well. It was a souvenir from Spa one year, I think. And the other one is my Herb Schreiner Hooter Boy harp, just because I have lots of C harmonicas right now, and I'd rather not mess that one up. But anyhow, yeah, I'm not a collector of fine, precious gear. The most expensive piece of equipment I own is that Arkia harp that Gene sent me, that F sharp harp. That's literally the most expensive piece of musical equipment I own, I think. I feel very blessed to have that. One thing that's a bonus about this, I just noticed, is the screws. If I ever do need to take this apart, which I'm not going to, but if I ever do need to, it's like the X. It's that one. Whereas on the 64s, it's a flathead. I much prefer the grip that you can get with the X. I don't know what they're called. I'm not much of a handyman. thanks for watching my porch side review of the Swan 1664 Chromatic 16-hole harmonica. It comes, I left the napkin upstairs. It comes with a little cleaning rag. And this box, it's a good sturdy box, but one of my pet peeves is when these harmonica inserts get, like the glue dries up, so I'm going to have to re-glue that, because that drives me nuts. Yeah, you know, it's a good piece of gear. Has this like, this reminds me of the font on this. This doesn't remind me of anything from 2023. It reminds me of like 1982. Something, I don't know. But yeah, Swan harmonica. So, at least for a garage sale find. So there you go. Alright, God bless you all. People have a wonderful day. I hope you're all doing good and well. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.